floor's yours, mate.
I shall start. Thank you all for coming. I stand here to announce my retirement from international cricket. So happy to take questions from you all.
Kane, what big news? What's behind this decision for you?
It's been a process, but it does feel like the right time. I've given everything to this team and it's given me a lot more, I think, in return. And when I look at the dressing room now and I see the talent and the journey that I think this team's looking to go on, it just feels like the right time for me to step away. And I feel really good about it. Yeah, it's funny when you reflect on so much, but yeah, all good things come to an end, and it's the change of seasons.
How long has this decision been coming for you? When did you make up your mind?
Yeah, I mean, like I say, it's been a process. I suppose as any maturing athlete, you're aware of these things, and it's a feeling, and it's also a real reflection on, for me personally, how I've looked to do it and play the game for so long, and then that slight feeling of that changing, and that being recently, and amongst a number of conversations with close people and with deep care for the team, which I love. So, like I say, it feels good, and I'm looking forward to supporting the team from afar, and also leaving the game totally loving it, and full appreciation and gratitude for my time and the team that I've been fortunate to be involved in for so long.
You are a legend of the game for many years, Kane. This must feel a bit surreal for you. What's been coming to mind, I guess, memories, or what's been flashing into your mind since making the decision to go public with this?
Yeah, a lot of conversations with players recently, and the things you reflect on are the experiences that you had together, the journey, the ups and the downs, and and where you get to as a group, and that full commitment to one another. That space is special, and it's something I've valued for so long, and that's what I see in this team now, and playing that last game at Lord's, which is also kind of cool, to look at the group and see. I think there's just a huge amount of talent in that side, and there's a lot of people that are fully committed to the journey that's to come, and I think they can achieve some amazing things, and they're ready for it.
Why have you made the announcement during this tour after the first Test match and ahead of the second?
A lot of it's just my reasons and doubling down, and when I say that, how much respect I have for the team, and also staying true to the way that I've played the game, is that I've given it my full commitment every time I've gone out and played for New Zealand, and I've really valued that. And in my own mind, I didn't really see being on a team sheet and adding a couple of games as being the most important thing. So this team's on a journey, like I say, and so for that next player to come in and really, apply himself and commit to where that team's going. The series thing's one thing, but I think the bigger picture is more important, which is what this team are really trying to do from a wider perspective, and making the decision to step away and give that space, I think, is what I know, as a part of that decision, and I'm happy with that.
So for someone else to get experience on the world stage, you won't be playing the next 2 Test matches?
That's correct. Not just the world stage, but connecting with this group, which is, more important, I think.
So you'll continue to be here to support, you'll be in all the conversations, you'll be at track, are you here to...
I'll be around for a little bit, but yeah, giving the team a bit of space. There's growth there too, I've been a part of the furniture for quite a while, and there's many leaders in that group, and I remember the day when when other leaders in our team left, and there's steps to take, and I think me stepping away allows that as well.
Just to be clear though, you'll stay in UK for the rest of the Test match with the team? Or
for a little bit. I'll when I know a little bit more, I'll let you know. But yeah, for a little bit, and it's delicate, right? Everybody in the team, it's news to some of them, to a lot of them, and it's change. So we'll just cross that bridge when we, over the next few days.
So you didn't plan to come from New Zealand, like it just now feels the right time?
Yeah, just over the last few days, yep.
Yeah. And sorry, just because of the announcement, I'm just trying to make sure I've got it clear. This is your retirement from all cricket in New Zealand?
All international cricket, yes.
Okay, so some domestic, essentially.
Once again, I'll let you know, yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, if you see me out there, then I'm out there. But I'm just going to cross that bridge when I come to it. No plans as such in the playing department, but we'll see. I love the game, and I feel good about it. And like I say, just full of gratitude for my time with the team and all that we achieved, the growth that we managed to achieve, and I do see bigger steps for this team to take now, and they're all capable of it.
Just lastly from me, from One News, so many times in future that you'll have to reflect on your career, but is there a match that particularly stands out for you, just off the top of your head, that was something that is a highlight of your life?
Tricky. There possibly is actually, but it's not because it's a match that in isolation meant a lot. I think it was off the back of doing something as a group for a long period of time, and then seeing that success was almost, was just something that you felt would come by the application from the team, and that would be the World Test Championship final, and we went through a lot as a group, which we've spoken about on many of occasions. But it was a real process, not just with the group that we had, but the handover and transition from teams and players before. There was this real evolving of a side to get to where we got to, and to put out strong performances, and repeat that to see some of that success after the ups and downs that we experienced. It was great, but more for those reasons rather than just a win.
Kane, could you take us into the past couple of days and the conversations you had, how you told people?
Yeah, plenty of emotion, and got around a few of the senior guys that I've spent a lot of time with in the dressing room, which I knew would be some of the tougher conversations. But because immediately, when you make the call, you reflect, don't you, on all the times you had together. And but I think just ultimately it's, and the reason why it's the decisions here now is the respect and that I have for the group, and how grateful I am to have been a part of it. And I know there's, you look back on what perhaps your own time there, and you might score a few runs and you have a few wins, but actually, like, being a part of a group that draws a lot out of you and you care so much about is the thing that I've appreciated so much, and that's why I feel good about it too, and it's my reasons and nobody else's, but it's based on team and change, and that's why it feels comfortable for me now, and I'm looking forward to the next phase.
I appreciate you've made the decision in the past couple of days, but was it in the back of your mind heading into that Lord's Test match that it might be your last one?
I didn't sort of have it in mind. I just, as I mentioned a little bit earlier, you're at the pointy end, and so you're wanting to just value every experience and really commit, because that's what you have done and that's what you expect of everybody else in the group, and they certainly all do that in a big way. And yeah, a little bit of reflection. Obviously, it was an interesting match in itself, but sitting up there on the balcony and thinking a bit about it, and then just taking a bit of time with the days post that, and getting comfortable with it, and yeah, and like I say, it feels good, and exciting to follow the team as well, and I love that. I really like the space of being really just grateful, and for the time I've had with this New Zealand cricket team, and then also the excitement and potential I see in the group that's there.
Was it very much a personal decision? Was it something you felt you had to speak to family about and discuss at length with them? Or?
Yeah, I mean, you have a young family and all these things, and they're here with me. Mum and Dad were over as well, and that was cool. And yeah, I mean, lots of conversations, and I think which is important. So many people are a part of the journey. You know, you play at professional sport. It's an amazing thing. You know, I feel like it's this pursuit that I've been on for probably 20 years, and it's every day. It's how do you get better? How do you give more to this team, etc., etc. You might then captain the side. Where are we going? And it's pretty special to have that experience. I think is this passion that you follow, and it draws a lot out of you. And that's something that I look back on really fondly and appreciate. And I know that in the next phase it's going to look a little bit different. But this team's on that journey, and freeing up some space.
And have you thought about what's next? I know you've dipped your toe into coaching. Is it just take a step back for a bit and see how it all plays out?
Sort of immediate plans. Had a little bit of time in the coaching space. I've enjoyed that, and we'll see. Yeah, I mean, step here is have a chat with all you and take a few days with the family and have a look at what's next.
What was the reaction from your coach? Was there a hope that you'd see this tour through?
Oh, yeah, I think so. There's this idea that it never ends, but look, he's been really supportive, as have the players in New Zealand cricket. Like I say, it's not just a game or another game. It's your approach and your drive and your passion for this team, and I know that's what I've given every time that I've been here, and I know this team's willing to do that for the next whatever phase looks like over the next years, and that's what I've loved. It's given me a huge amount, and yeah, I know.
Kane, first and foremost, gutted to hear it, mate. Congrats on an amazing run. You've done this country really proud. Speaking on behalf of everyone back home, was there a little bit of you that wanted to stick around for our blockbuster summer? Because I think everyone's going to be gutted not to be able to give you a farewell, mate, that you deserve. And what was the thoughts behind that?
Yeah, it's tough, isn't it? There's always noise around things and many other opinions, and don't get me wrong, the appreciation for the New Zealand fans and public's huge, and and I'll see them around. I'm not going too far, but really it comes back to the reasons that I've valued being a part of this group, and have done so for so long. And then the subtle change and knowing that it's the right time. And so that's why I'm here now. And too much respect for this team and where it's wanting to go, and the people that are all willing to give that full commitment to what's next to take the space.
Kane, you're handling this extremely well.
Yeah, you look like you're about to cry.
I am.
No, don't get me wrong. There's been a bit of that. Yeah. Thanks, mate.
Why? I just can't. I know there's the reasons, but why right now?
I'm pretty sure I've answered that a few times, but honestly, it feels right, and it has been a process.
Body's okay.
Pretty good. As good as, I mean, aging still, right? Yeah. It's not, I wasn't like 20, 25, losing a couple of these. Pretty good, eh? And it feels, like I say, it does feel good to not exhaust it, because it's not just about you, this decision, and I mean me, this decision. There's a lot of factors and the deep care for the team. And to be honest, having captained it for so long and being a real driver of that, that's a part of it. And there's another part too, right? I love the game and the craft, and that's been a massive focus in my life. And but gearing that towards that greater cause, which is what we've done as a group, and it's got so much out of this team, has been what's special, because I won't necessarily reflect on the runs, and you ask me now, remember that score, and I'll probably struggle to, pinpoint it. But actually, the growth and how we look to do it as a group, and what you give yourself to. Honestly, that's the part, and that's also the part of being here now.
And you mentioned, you've been part of this family for so long. You've been part of everyone's living rooms for so long. Like, how does it feel to How does it feel to maybe look back and go down as arguably one of New Zealand's greatest ever cricketers, which is, you and your family can be really proud of that.
Thanks. I this will probably frustrate you, and you might say typical, but I haven't seen it so much like that, because you always want to do more, and a lot of that's because you're in a team that you care about. So to claim all that is not quite right. In my mind, it's like, do you know what? We've had an amazing group of people that have done some pretty cool things, and that's what I reflect on. And a part of that is, like, when you are somewhere that you care deeply about, it draws a lot out of you. So all those different performances that that you try to look back on, and they're for the team, they're for one of my little things is I'll remind myself, and you feel different every day, but is that the runs aren't yours, they're of service, and I think that's what draws a lot out of you, because what's enough, and so you do everything you can to be a little bit better and give a little bit more, and that's how I've gone about my career, and also it's brought a lot of joy, when you give them to something else, rather than it being about you all the time, and it makes it a lot of fun, eh?
Sorry, just last one for me. You mentioned all those moments that you remember, all those runs you've scored for the team. What's a quick one you can pinpoint? I think I've been there for 90% of those runs, but you look at World Cups at Eden Park scoring the winning ones against the Aussies, all moments like, what's one little moment that stands out when you're sitting back in 20 years' time having a little whiskey? What's one moment that you'll remember and go, yeah, that was fun to be a part of? That was amazing. When Ross ticked off those final runs and another thing in that, it was an amazing game and time in our cricketing history, I suppose, but also you lot in the crowd, going absolutely bonkers, and that was quite cool. It felt like we had a few football fans out there. Those are the things you remember, the experiences you had, the people that you met, and along the way, and just what you do as a group, and Eden Park, these little things, it's going to be fun, isn't it? Catching up with, even now, it's funny, you hear people say things to you and you go, gosh, I never knew that. It's like, 10 years ago, I thought, gosh, here it all comes.
And you joined the game as a young man and, mentored by fellow legends like Martin Crowe. What a journey you've been on to now support many others and inspire many to join the game of cricket. When you did join, did you ever think that you'd achieve everything you have on the world stage in New Zealand? What's it like to be in this position, looking back at everything that cricket has given you?
Yeah, it's been a massive part of my life, and it's funny, you remember your first test and it was just the best thing ever. If it was never to happen again, you've got your baggie, it's incredible, and then you have a few more, don't you? And 16 years later, you're standing here and you're having a choice to make this decision, and incredible when you reflect on it. Like I say, that passion to follow and that pursuit. It's a unique thing, and even from that younger age, where you're out there and your dad's or mum giving you throwdowns, and you sort of, there's a dream, and to kind of keep following that idea and going into maybe a domestic side and plugging in and just forever trying to get the best out of yourself and apply yourself to the craft to see where it can go, to then being a part of something so much more, which is that team aspect, which is an absolute highlight of my time in the New Zealand cricket team, and a lot of people are to credit for that, and we'll chat over the next period of time, no doubt. And I always think a lot of those great days and these things they're more pleasant surprises than things that you set out to achieve. You know, they happen as a consequence at times from plugging yourself into where we're trying to go as a team, what are we trying to do, and what's enough, it's more, you know. And so yeah, it's been a journey.
Okay, I'm sure a lot of people will,
This will just have to be the last one. Sorry, guys.
will reflect on your career in the next few days. Can I just ask how you would like and hope to be remembered?
Oh gosh, didn't prepare for this one. Yeah, it's just someone that cared deeply about the team, and yeah, always wanted to do more, and was deeply committed to my craft as a cricketer, and really, really grateful for it all. Thanks.
Thanks very much.
Congratulations.
Congrats again.
Cheers.